Welcome to the Well Fund info session. Our team, along with our advisory group, has been working very hard for the past maybe about year on this fund to bring it to all of you. My name is Asia. I am the grants program manager for the Well Fund, and I will allow the rest of the Co.act team to introduce themselves.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sydney. I am working with the Co.act team to provide grant support for the Well Fund program along with our KIPD Plus program, and I'm really excited to be here with you today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jacqueline Loudon. I'm the community manager at Co.act Detroit. I deal with mostly the space and support a lot of our programming.
Hi everyone, Kyla Carlson. I am the Senior Director of Program Strategy and Innovation with Co.act.
Awesome. I think that's everyone from the Co.act team. And so we have a full agenda today. We're going to have a little wellness activity to loosen everybody up, to get you grounded. Of course, we're going to talk about the Well Fund, the award details, the criteria, the application process and the selection process. And there's a timeline. And at the end of the program, we will have time for networking and breakout sessions. For the breakouts, we'll have meet the Co.act team, meet the Well Fund partners, what is youth-led decision-making, and general FAQs. If you have any questions during the presentation, please put them in the chat. If we have time after the presentation, we will answer them. If not, we will be able to answer questions in the general FAQs breakout room. All right. Thank you. Okay, so the Well Fund. The Well Fund is a grant program that supports BIPOC-led nonprofits who serve Detroit youth ages 5 to 24. The fund will provide direct grants of up to $75,000 to about 5 organizations to provide general operating funding, technical assistance, capacity building, and leadership development and support for wellness activities. So grantees will receive direct grants of up to $75,000 and capacity building support from Obsidia and BEDAD. All applicants will be connected to a network of technical assistance programs and capacity building resources. What the grant can be used for is general operating expenses, so like your day-to-day costs, running the organization, payroll, rent, etc. Individual staff or organizational capacity building. Sorry, did somebody say something?
Right there. It's black.
And support for wellness activities. So capacity building is a self-defined and self-driven process of developing and strengthening the skills, instincts, abilities, processes, and resources that organizations and communities need to survive, adapt, and thrive. That can include attending a conference, purchasing databases, hiring consultants, or leadership coaching. And then wellness is defined as programs as activities to improve overall mental, physical, and social-emotional health. Wellness of young people, young adults, or staff and community. Those examples can be self-care events for employees, yoga events for youth, or funds to support a staff mental health day, which we all know we need. So for the technical assistance, we have Obsidia. Obsidia is a women-led collective of diverse practitioners specializing in helping mission-driven leaders build operational capacity. They will administer a needs-based assessment, and participants will receive a detailed project plan along with customized technical assistance created exclusively for their needs. Then the Black Executive Director Alliance of Detroit, BEDAD, will receive individualized development support with executive coaching. Individualized development support can include one-on-one coaching with an executive coach, support from executive directors in navigating personal, professional, and organizational growth opportunities. Grantees who identify as Black or African American will receive 1 year free membership to BEDAD, and that BEDAD membership will include access to additional resources through participation in their alliance meetings and the annual BEDAD Leadership Summit. And then, as previously stated, all applicants will have access to a network of capacity building programs and resources through Co.act Detroit and program partners. So who is eligible for this grant? So organizations have to meet all of the criteria in order to be eligible. You have to primarily serve Detroit youth ages 5 to 24 years old. You can serve other youth, but you have to primarily serve Detroit youth. You have to be located in Detroit, Hamtramck, or Highland Park. If you don't have a physical address, you're still eligible as long as you primarily serve Detroit youth and meet all the other eligibility criteria. And then you must be BIPOC led by all 3 of these criteria. Your executive director, CEO identifies as BIPOC. 51% or more of your staff, full-time and part-time, identifies as BIPOC, and 51% or more of the board or advisory members identify as BIPOC. This grant is to help the capacity of some of our smaller organizations. And so your annual revenue cannot exceed over $300K. You must have at least 2 or more full-time staff members. Full-time can include consultants and or the executive director or CEO. And you must be in good standing with the state of Michigan and IRS. If you are a nonprofit that is not a 501c3, you can still apply as long as you apply with a fiduciary. So for those who are not eligible to apply, that would include individuals, for-profit organizations, or organizations that operate to benefit for-profit organizations, organizations that discriminate, organizations that require membership in certain religions. Faith-based organizations may be eligible if they serve all members of the community and regardless of religious belief, and they meet the other criteria. DPSCD schools are not eligible to apply, and neither are public entities, including city departments and governmental organizations. Nonprofit schools can apply, granted that they meet all the other eligibility requirements and they serve the broader community beyond degree granting instructional programs. All right, so the application process. So applications opened April 5th, and applications must be fully completed by Wednesday, May 3rd at 5 p.m. The application will begin with preliminary questions to determine if you're eligible. If you're eligible, it will direct you to the full application. These are the 4 application questions. You will see them on the application. They are also on our program guidelines. And if you decide to apply using a video, there's also a document on the application that has these questions. So applicants must answer all required questions and attach their annual organizational operating budget for their most recent fiscal year and their total proposed budget for use of grant funds. Incomplete and partial applications will not be considered. If you'd like to complete a paper application, you can contact us at grants@coactdetroit.org. The paper applications can be submitted each Wednesday between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. until Wednesday, May 3rd. And here is the address to Co.act if you need it. And I'll give a few people time to copy it. Selection process. So the selection committee is made up of a diverse representatives of Detroit youth, Other community stakeholders, Co.act and Skillman staff. We are working on being 50% youth and 25% program staff, which is Co.act and Skillman, and then 25% community stakeholders. So our advisory group, parents, and small nonprofit. The committee might ask additional questions or clarifying questions prior to reaching a decision. Co.act Detroit will review each application to ensure it's in good standing with the state of Michigan and IRS. Any applications that are deemed ineligible will not be considered, but will be notified, and we will also connect you with resources to support your access to future funding opportunities. Grant awards are issued on a competitive basis. Competitive applicants will demonstrate a history of impact serving Detroit youth, demonstrate clearly how the WELL Fund will help them in furthering their organization's ability to achieve their mission, value youth-based decision-making, whether you already have that built into your organization or you have aspirations to build it in your organization, and aim to advance the well-being of their organization, youth, and or broader community served. So applicants will be scored by the selection committee on these 4 criteria. So the impact that you have on the youth that you serve, your alignment with your program goals, demonstrable and catalytic impact, and commitment to centering youth. Final selection. So the committee will convene for discussion and will recommend grantee selections to Co.act. Co.act is committed to honoring the selection committee's recommendations, in particular youth committee members, but retains final decision-making authority over final awards. Co.act is committed to ensuring diverse geographic representation of awards across eligible areas. And so here we have our timeline. So of course, this is our last info session, but you're still able to contact us if you have any questions on our grants email that I will share after the presentation. The applications opened April, and already opened in April, and they will close May 3rd. The selection committee will review in June and convene in June. The awards, grant awards, will be in July, and there'll be a kickoff sometime in the summer. Your grant period is a year for this grant, and so it'll be from July 2023 to July 2024. And so here's our contact information. If you have any questions, you can send us an email or you can call us, and I'll give everyone a chance to go ahead and copy down that information. And so here, I would like to thank our contributing partners, Skillman Foundation, YDRC, BEDAD, CDAD, Transforming Power Fund, and our youth members. All of us came together to form the WELL Fund Advisory Group to design this program. So I just want to give my thanks to everyone that was a part of that process.